Hi, welcome back to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is caramel pear blondies. So the ingredients you need is Muscovado sugar, filling it, paste, 3 eggs, baking powder, pears, chocolate, butter, plain flour, brown sugar. So first step, we're going to weigh out all our ingredients. I'm going to start off weighing out 275 grams of brown sugar. So now you're going to weigh out your brown sugar. You'll need 275 grams using my talking scales.
It is 136 grams.
I'm just going to add a little bit more brown sugar.
It is 137 grams. It is 148 grams. It is 168 grams. It is 180 grams. It is 195 grams. It is 214 grams. It is 275 grams.
Spot on. Once you've got 275 grams of brown sugar, you're going to get the big mixing bowl and you're going to place it all in. You give it a little tap and you get it all out like that. So next step, you want to weigh 25 grams of Muscovado sugar.
It is 6 grams. It is 9 grams. It is 25 grams.
Spot on. Once you got 25 grams of Muscovado sugar, you're also going to place that in with your brown sugar. Get it all out. And after you've weighed out the rest of your ingredients, you'll crack 3 eggs into your sugar and you'll start beating them together with a whisk. So next step, you're going to weigh out 200 grams of butter. You're going to cut it down the middle. And then use your talking scales.
It is 180 grams.
Just take a little bit off. And the rest of your butter, what you have left, you'll make with your caramel.
It is 202 grams.
That will do. Once you've got 200 grams of butter, you're going to place it in a saucepan, just like that. And then you'll put that on the hob to melt your butter. So now you want to switch on your hob to medium. And you want to get your wooden spoon. And you just want to melt your butter. Just break it down with the back of the wooden spoon. It'll take a few minutes to start to melt. And then when it's fully melted, you'll take it off the heat, let this cool, and then we'll put in our sugar and eggs. We'll just take a few minutes, and then you'll also keep your hob on to do your caramel. you'll weigh out 50 grams of butter and 50 grams of sugar. So this is how you make, this is when your melted butter is melted. Now you just want to take it off the hob and let that cool down. So we just want that to cool down before we add that into our eggs and sugar. So we're going to now melt off 50 grams of butter to make our caramel. So you're just stirring it around the pan. Now you're going to add in your sugar. You've added about 50 grams of sugar. And then you're just going to stir this for a minute or two till the sugar has evaporated into the butter. And then you'll take it off the heat. You might want to lower it. And once your sugar has melted in with your butter, it will be like a brownie colour. To make your caramel, and then you'll take it off the heat, let that cool, and then you'll drizzle that all over before you put it in the oven. So next step, you're going to prep your pears. You'll need 2 or 3. You first chop your ends. Then you chop it down the middle. Then you want to chop it into 3. Bring them all back together. And you just want to finely slice them into little pieces. Like that. I show you again. So into 3. And then finally slice them. Just like that. Then you're going to get a little bowl. You place them all in. And you keep doing the rest of your pears. Now you're going to crack your eggs. You carefully give it a little tap. You drop it in like that. Just be careful you don't get any shell into your eggs. And then what you do is you finally do your final egg. And then once you have cracked all 3 of your eggs, you'll place this in with your sugar. And then you'll start beating this with a whisk. Now you just give it a final little whisk with your whisk. Just start on the eggs. Just breaking the yolks. Just like that. And now you're going to get all your sugar. And you place your eggs in. And you start giving that a good whisk. So what you're doing is you're just giving it a good whisk. So it all binds. And then what you do is just slowly add in your butter. Just give this a good whisk for a few minutes. Now you want to pour in some of your butter. To start off with half. And you want to give that a whisk in. Now you want to pour the rest of your butter in. And you want to give that another good whisk. And then in a minute, after when you've given this all a good whisk in, you will take your whisk out, you'll get a wooden spoon, and you'll add in your plain flour, baking powder, and your pears, and then you carefully want to stir it in, so you don't overwork it. So now you're going to tip in your 200 grams of plain flour. Get it all out. Now you want to add in a little bit of filling of paste. A little teaspoon of baking powder, a little teaspoon of baking powder, and you add in all your pears. Now you're going to carefully stir this in. You don't want to overwork it. You're going to get a wooden spoon and you're just carefully, slowly binding that in. Get all the way round the bowl. You can do like a figure of 8. You just don't want to overwork it. Now you want to break your chocolate into pieces, and you also want to add that in to your cake batter. So you're just breaking the chocolate up. Like that, and you just keep breaking your chocolate up, and then you'll stir that in. So you're going to stir your chocolate pieces in. So you got little pieces of chocolate in your batter, and then what you're going to do, if you're going to get a dish, you grease it, and then you place it in the oven to cook, and then once it's cooked, you place your caramel on top and the rest of the chocolate. Now you want to set your oven, using my bump on to tell me which one is the oven. You want to set this at 180 degrees. I have set that at 180 degrees. Let that just preheat while you place your cake, while you place it in your dish. So what you want to do is you want to get your batter and place it over the dish. I have greased it. And you want to get a spatula and you want to get it all out. So you just pick it up from a height and you're pouring it in. Get all the way round so it falls in. And then once we've done that, we're going to move it out into a nice layer. So with the back of your spatula, you just want to lay it out into a nice layer, smooth layer. Just like that. Get everything off the wood, get everything off the spatula. And then what you're going to do, you place this in the oven to cook. And then once it's nearly cooked, you'll take it out and pour some caramel on top. And then place it back in. And then what you want to do, you put the rest of the chocolate on top. Once it's cooled. Now you're going to put your chocolate pear blondie in the oven to cook. So we put it on the middle shelf. We're going to close the door. We're going to let that cook for 30 minutes and keep an eye on it. Now you want to place all your caramel on top. Just place it in different dollops. So you're just placing it all in different places. And I'll just get the rest out. Just like that. And then the bits what you've missed. You're just going to break your chocolate up. And you're just going to go in between where you haven't got any caramel. And then we've lowered the oven, and then you're just going to place this back in for another 10 minutes. So this is how you make my caramel pear blondies. I hope you like this recipe. Don't forget to keep hitting the like button, share and subscribe, and thank you.